Well, hey guys, it's Catherine from CatherinePuller.com. Today we are so excited to be kicking off our Hello World blog hop. So let me give you a little bit of background on this. I have felt for a while that it was time for me to start giving back with my business, and sometimes you're not really sure how to do that. But then the heavens open up, the stars align, and the angels start singing, and you know the time and the cause are right for you. So let's back up. Actually, this came together really quickly. Back in August, Chaitali, who I've worked with before, I've known her for years, she emailed me and said that she was wanting to do some charity or giving back as well. And she didn't know that that was something I was thinking about doing, so it was a little coincidental, but she offered her illustration services for designing some products, and we would do some kind of fundraiser with them. And then a couple days later, I was on Facebook scrolling through, and if you know Jingle, she's been in the paper crafting industry for quite a while as a designer and blogger, and she had linked to a GoFundMe page for her husband. He is a teacher in Boston, and he works in a fairly new classroom that is short on funds. The children in his class most of them don't have access to computers. These kids don't have computers at home, and then they go to school and there aren't computers there either. So he was setting up a fund to get money to buy computers for his classroom. And when I saw that, I was like, bingo. That's it. That is our first giving back promotion. So I talked to Chaitali, and then we presented it to Jennifer, and she thought it was an amazing idea. So we went to work on designing a stamp set, and lickety-split like that, we had the Hello World stamp set designed. And hello and hi are a favorite sentiment for Jingle to put on her cards. And then, I didn't know this, and I may say this wrong, but Hello World is one of the first computer languages that you learn. And through purchasing computers for kids, it's opening a whole new world for them, right? So everything comes full circle, and it's just perfection. So I knew that this was it, and I'm so grateful for the people who have worked with me to put this on. Over the next week, through Saturday morning through Friday evening, every stamp set and every Hello World die that is sold, all of the profits from those sets are going to go to the Donors Choose pages that Jennifer, Jingle's husband, set up, and we are going to purchase computers for those kids. We're going to purchase computers. We're hoping to get one for each kid. We're going to buy Chromebooks, and we're also going to get a cart to store them and charge. So excited. So I hope you will join us. You will go along the blog hop. We have over 20 bloggers that have great projects ready for you using our new products. So Hello World Stamps and Dies, those are the fundraiser stamp sets or products. And then we also have Yay Stripes, which is a new product that I'm coming out with. And we also have the Lovely Notes collection from back this summer. We have all of those items for individual sale in the store, including the PDF, the project guide. So all of that, I've talked your ear off, and I'm probably going to need to make a project, right? So you're going to be busy today after you watch all of this and to do the blog hop. So maybe I don't even need to do a project. How about we meet at the stamp table? I will show you a couple things, and then I'll have some projects on my blog, and you can have a ball today doing the hop, purchasing your Hello World stamps and dies, and everybody's going to be happy, and all those kids are going to have computers. Woo! I'm so excited. Thank you for being here and helping me build this. It's awesome. All right, let's go. May I introduce you to Hello World stamp set. It has several hellos and highs, and then it has it in some other languages, also tying in with our Around the World theme and opening the world to these kids. And we also have some little sentiments that go with the hellos. So this is such a versatile set. Chaitali did a crazy incredible job on this. And then of course we need the dies to cut out the hellos, so it cuts around the words. And then we have one more product premiering. We have the Yay Stripes stamp set coming in, and this is brand new. So all three of these are brand new. If you're not on my blog, hop over there because I will have all the links for you. Now I'm taking this dotted chevron stamp, which, by the way, was our Dream Team member Heather North's idea, and I'm in love. I'm taking the Tomato Vine Kaleidocolor ink pad. You guys know how much I love these, and I'm just gonna push it together, and then I'm going to, let's see, I'm gonna ink up my stamp this way, and then I'm gonna turn it and ink it the other way. And I'm kind of going back and forth a little bit because that will help blend the colors in between. And I'm using my Fiskars stamp press, and I'm stamping once, pulling up, and then I'm just gonna gently slide it down and stamp it again right in the center. So it gives kind of a little, what do you call that? I just looked up into the camera and oh my gosh, that looks so cool. I'm excited. All right, let's do it again. I'm not sure how many times I'm gonna do this. I like the Fiskars stamp press with this because these are foam and you just kind of like wiggle it around until it's like in the right spot, and it's pretty easy to stamp with. Oh, that is looking so awesome. So if you guys were here with me, I would ask you if I should stop there or if I should keep going. And since you're not here and I can't hear what your opinion is, I'm gonna keep going. And I'm just gonna cover all or maybe just most of this card front. That is looking awesome. All right. So our background is done. I'm not going into the corners. I am going to cut a little off, but I also think it's kind of cool to have a little bit of the corners still white. Now for the sentiment, I want a green background, and I'm just going to use my peeled paint because it's a pretty similar color to the green in here. And I'm just going to sponge onto this cardstock. I'm going to stamp my hello, and then I'm going to emboss it. And because I just sponged this with wet ink, it's going to be wet for a little bit. So I'm using my deactivator tool to make sure that it's dry, and embossing powder is not going to stick to places I don't want it to. I'm going to take the giant hello, ink it with my Versamark, cover it with white embossing powder, and then emboss it. I always like to just grab a piece of copy paper, tap it off, and then it's really easy to funnel back into the container. I emboss that quickly, and the white looks really sharp on the green. So I need to separate my dies, and a lot of people ask me this. I just picked this up. It's like needle nose clippers in the jewelry department at Michael's. You can also get them on Amazon. It's important to have ones that have a really pointed end because sometimes dies are really close together and it's hard to get the tip in there and cut it out. So there's a tip for you. All right, so we'll just add this right on top. I'm going to do a little piece of Post-it tape just to make sure it stays in place. I don't want to have to redo that whole thing. And we'll run it through. And my hello is ready to go on the front of the card. So I'm going to take you quickly through my thought process. I was going to do black on the back and do a black strip across, do my hello on here. It's feeling like too much black to me, although, I don't know. This is another time where I'm like, ooh, guys, if I had you here, you could vote. But then if you're ever on my Facebook Lives, everybody votes for something different. And then usually it's like a 50-50 split, so I end up having to decide myself anyway. It is a toss-up. Or maybe, you know what, I wonder if this black is too thick, like too much of a border. I think I'm going to trim that down a little. I decided to go with a thin black border, and then I'm going to do a happy hello. And I decided to do a little something unexpected and turn it sideways. I'll just add a little bit of embossing powder, and actually this is, it's thin enough I could just stick it right in there. I'm still making a mess though. Oh well. So my A happy is embossed. I have my hello on here, and I'm just going to adhere this right to the card front and probably add a few sequins. So I'm thinking gold, a couple big ones, a couple small ones. We'll just kind of sprinkle these on, and then I'll just use my liquid glue and adhere them to the card. And then I've been using my quick stick lately. It's by We Are Memory Keepers. I've been getting a lot of questions about it. It's pretty awesome. It has a tip that has like some putty in it, and it's sticky. So you can grab your sequins with it, and then in the other end it comes out, as you can see. I'm trying to turn these over to the cupped side. And you can use that to hold your sequins down as you take off the sticky part of the quick stick. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to see all your comments on the blog hop and see what you think and what products you're loving. Thanks for being here. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Been wanting to add that to her husband. He is a teacher